don't get regged like 99% of traders. I have warned you guys. I have warned you of what's coming. I told you that we're going to get a dump. I told you that the total market cap has to go down. I told you that it's not time to take fucking long positions to the moon and to be extremely bullish. If you listened, you might not have made money, but at least you saved your asses by protecting your downside. If you haven't, first of all, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel and come back every single day because I guide you guys, this community, through bear and bull. And whether it's difficult to come here and admit that I did something wrong, or I just come here and I tell you how awesome I was by predicting the market correctly and we make money together, I'm here every single day. And if you like this, that I'm here, the only thing I ask you, as always, is to smash the like button, really. There's a lot of things to talk about today. There are some news that I'm going to bring you, but it literally feels like this is fucking bear market, guys. And when it feels like the bear market, you know that you're getting close to the buying opportunity. So although the whole idea and the whole thumbnail that you see is the worst is not over yet, we really need to make sure to find. I genuinely think that when we get to the bottom of this, when we are at the end, when everyone capitulated, we, and I mean you and me and cuz, we're gonna take massive longs in the market. So let me guide you through a couple of things here. Number one, before I get started, nothing in this show is financial advice. Everything is for informational and entertainment purposes only, okay? So treat it as you will. Now, if you look at the market, it's a fucking bloodbath. Like we have Tau down 13%, AVI down 8%, DOT down 4%, Ondo 3-4%, HBAR, Bitcoin down 4%. We see Papa 8%, NEAR 4%. We took the NEAR trade. Sure, you can come and ask. We're going to do much more Q&As. I'm not going to cover that many news because there's not much happening right now. And we're going to talk much more charts and education. So it's going to be an interesting one worth staying through. Now, Jolt's opening came in much higher. I tweeted. I told you here yesterday. If we see this, what I need to see is the following. I need to see this. I need to see a strong rejection. When that happens, I am going to take a short position here. I'm going to wait for a 50% retrace. And after a 5-minute market structure shift in the premium zone, I'm going to take another short position. That's just how I'm thinking. You do you. But I do think that it's probably not what I wanted to show. I think it was also good that I'm going to take a short position. But I wanted to show you this chart, which is, I don't know why our internet doesn't work again. Like, I don't know what's happening. So this doesn't load. But what I wanted to show you guys, yeah, it's here. So what I wanted to show you is that I told you on the show yesterday. Come in higher than expected. I'm shorting this down all the way down here. I'm shorting this. This will nuke. Not now, but this can be a catalyst. It will definitely nuke down all the way to... We'll talk about the chart as well, but I was explaining yesterday. If the job opening numbers, like the job openings coming higher, we are going to see a nuke. Now, what is interesting here is that it did come in higher, and I was expecting it coming higher as the forecast, but I definitely didn't expect it to come in higher as the previous one, and it came in much higher. Now, people talk about like it's not that much higher and it's not that much a problem. Yes, it's a problem, and I'm not sure if the market nuked because of this specifically, but I know that number one, I talked to you about the total market cap being in a complete clear downtrend. We talked about the levels, and we're going to talk about the levels today as well. Then we talked about that inflation needs to cool off. We're talking about whether we're going to have 1 cut or 2 cuts this year or no cuts this year. But apparently, if inflation doesn't cool off and GDP is also going completely down, we're going to have a problem. Either we're going to wreck the economy or they need to change something. But until inflation is going up, they can't start printing money. Although that seems to be what they're doing now. I'm going to show you. But there can't be any cuts until we don't see a cool off in inflation. And this is why I explained to you that it's very, very important to keep an eye on these numbers. Now, I said took a short on NEAR, as I explained on the show, at 5.416. We're gonna look at that short as well. This was the short, so this is what I tweeted. It's actually a little bit higher because I added all the way up here. I explained to you on the show yesterday, if you took this short, you're in decent profits. You're about 5. I took it at 20x, so it's 100%. Would be. I sold it. I'm gonna talk to you about that as well. But technically, if you took this short, I'm very happy. I see many of you took this short. If you took this short, let me know in the comment section. I really want to know if you did take this short with me that I tweeted on Twitter. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, then there is a link in the description. It's worth following for calls like this. let's talk about some good news as well before we deep dive into the what's happening. So it's saying printing on near and AR calls. What is it? Effing amazing calls on yesterday's show. I'm so happy you got the short. I did not take the short. Brian, no problems. We are actually in a bull market still. We are actually very bullish. So if you didn't take the short, that's absolutely fine as well. Breaking, Pump.Fun flips Ethereum in 24-hour revenue. That's just mind blowing. Pump.Fun, a degen platform where you can publish or push a Solana meme coin in 2 seconds, actually beats the second largest blockchain out there in revenue. Insane. Robinhood app to list crypto perpetual futures in the US and EU. As per Bloomberg. This is big actually because they're considering to list crypto futures, but this is big because they have almost 24 million funded customers and 13-14 million monthly active users and 130 billion in asset under custody, which this is big. This is huge. Now we're talking about regulations. All the exchanges are closing down. We see most of the exchanges getting KYC'd and getting, so for example, Bybit has been like basically sent away from a lot of countries and restricted in a lot of countries. We're talking major countries here like the Netherlands, where you can't use these exchanges. Robinhood coming into the picture, being regulated as they are, I do think it can be very interesting, especially seeing the curve unfolding with the stable euro coin, the euro stable coin. I think they were going to call it like Euro C. That's what they're going to call it. Anyway, it's going to be very interesting to see unfold. Now we're talking about the Fed, and liquidity has just hit biggest spike in 15 months. And last time it happened, Bitcoin pumped 38% in a week. Now this is interesting because Fed liquidity is basically printing money, right? So they injecting money into the economy when the economy is still, so to say, booming and inflation is still high. It's very risky. Like and JP actually emphasized it in his last speech, and he said, if we cut too early, we're gonna ruin everything that we've done so far. If we cut too late, we're gonna wreck the economy. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this thing unfolds. Again, it's very important. If you're into crypto, you have to start following CPI, PPI, all the inflation numbers, GDP numbers, all the trade fi numbers that we didn't really pay attention to in the bull. You have to start following. US stock market closes all-time high at the S&P closing at 5.5 thousand, 35 points up, 0.65%, all-time highs. So we do not see all-time highs in crypto. The question really is, what is going to happen? Is crypto going to play a catch-up, or there will be a massive drop in the S&P? Now, I genuinely believe that the S&P is up here, and the S&P is pushing this hard because the market is pricing in, like I didn't bring statistics here, but Biden's chances of winning this election is actually dropping. The left is completely confused. Who should take over? Who should not take over? The one who's taking over, should they have another debate with Trump? Like, why would Trump take that? It's becoming this whole mess on the left, and I do believe that by time the market is pricing in a Trump win. And the Trump win would be very good for the markets, as we've seen previously, and that's probably why the stock market is rocketing. Now, whether crypto will play a catch-up or the stock market will fall, for example, if for some reason Trump goes to jail or Trump doesn't get elected or whatnot, that's yet to be seen. But one thing is for sure, one of these are lying, okay? So either crypto is very undervalued compared to these stocks, or you know, the stock market is completely overheated and gonna have a massive drop, which is also very likely. Now, Bitcoin falls below 60,000 for the first time since June 2025. Last time 3%. So it's basically everybody's posting about, oh my God, Bitcoin is down 60,000. Everybody's saying like it's been down. Bitcoin is down 60,000. I get all these alerts on my phone on different exchanges, and it hasn't happened since like June 25th, which is now. So everybody take a chill pill. But it is indeed very bloody out there and potentially will stay like that. Why? Let me talk about the charts in a second, but I want to welcome everybody. Guys, I see we have 200 people watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for liking. Yes, I'm looking at you. It takes 2 seconds to like this show, but really does help the channel. And also, don't forget to subscribe, okay? Don't forget to subscribe. It takes a click of a button, and I promise you can make nice gains as the ones I helped you make yesterday. Now, it's very important, guys. As always, I'm always transparent here. I genuinely am always transparent. If I do something good, if I do something bad, come and tell you. Here is a very rookie mistake of mine. I was laying in bed. It's 5:59 a.m. And what happened is that I woke up, and I didn't wake up at this time. I woke up an hour before that. And I looked at the market and I was laying in bed. Yesterday I was looking at this near position, and I'm like, we are building up quite some liquidity, and I was very heavy short. I told you I'm going to take it as a heavy short, and that means that if I take a heavy short, that means that my liquidation is quite close. So my liquidation was at 6.1. It's a DGen account. Don't do this. Proper risk management, what all that. But it's like 10% pump. I was thinking, because we're building up liquidity, even though if we just come up to this level here, this could be devastating. This could just wick me out. So when I woke up, I was like, trust the analysis. I know what I'm doing. So I did that. I didn't take any I didn't sell anything here. I was expecting this reversal very soon. Also, it was playing out. I'm going to go into detail why I thought it was just simply going to drop like this. But what I did was I woke up in the morning, and because I'm very heavy in the position and very risk heavy, that also means I'm very heavy in profits. So when the market actually goes to my direction and I can take profits, I do take profits. So what happened is that I woke up in the morning and I was down here in decent profits, and I thought to myself, damn, if everybody wakes up, people will want to buy this up. And for some reason, I don't really do this. But I said, fuck it, I'm just going to close the position. I'm happy, holiday money's done. It's just good. And then I realized I made a mistake by closing. But then I realized that people who who follow you guys don't know that I already closed. So if for some reason I'm right in my instincts and it's gonna start reversing, you're gonna get in trouble. So I posted that I closed my scalp shorts looking for reversal, but it's not looking good, bruv. So that's the whole story behind this. Why I'm saying this is because it was so stupid to close it. And the reason why it was so stupid to close it, and I always tell you this, always tell you this, there has to be a reason for you to close a trade. What can be a reason? Lower time frame confirmation. We don't have any lower time frame confirmation here. None. What can be another reason? Hitting a higher time frame point of interest. We don't have a higher time frame point of interest here up here. None. So, or an external news or whatever that I see. Haven't seen anything. And the reason why I'm showing this to you, because I know a lot of you are struggling out there, struggling as traders, and I just want to show you that it happens. Like, even if you do it for a while, and even if you know what you're doing, and even if you're right, and even if you're in profit, you do make some stupid decisions. But the best thing is make these stupid decisions while you're in profit, and don't make them while you're in loss. So that said, I want to connect with all of you guys. We have this thing. If you're a newcomer, let me look at the subscribers. How many subscribers do we have here? Let me look at the subscriber. 13,466. Guys, thank you so much. I truly appreciate every single one of you. It's absolutely incredible. Please hit the like button. I actually didn't check if it worked yesterday. Actually didn't check. There is like this thing that works on YouTube. If I say hit the like, if I say that, it kind of like works and whatever. Okay, so let's jump into the talk show. Let's do the questions, guys. How's everybody? I really want to connect with you. How's everybody doing? What's happening? Also, we have 260 people watching, so the way we do this usually is you have to like the show. If you don't like the show, I'm not going to continue. We can sit here and look at each other all day long. So what I would like you to do is to actually like the show, please. We have to get to 160 likes in order to continue. Until then, I'm just going to connect with you. Either you believe the 2 months Doge candle called the top, or you don't. Yeah, I don't think it's the top, but I definitely think that we've got way to go. Let's go. More jazz. That's what's up. Simple. Suck it today. Got stopped out of all my trades. I guess you've not been watching this channel. Blaze up. Hey fam. Yo. Blaze up. Yeah, I'm down, Tom. I'm down. You still. I know you are. I know what's up. Love the show. Sub porn star. There we go, guys. There we go. Smash the like, fam. Smash the like. That's the man knows what he's talking about. Good morning, Fefe. Dodging all's dogs rule. What does that mean? All my longs are in the gutters. Yes. Should have watched the channel yesterday. Fefe, what is your voodoo magic saying? Buy the dip or wait for another 5% dip? Wait. Plenty love, Fefe. Love for you as well. Close my near short out of fear because BTC printed a hammer on 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm not out of fear, but yeah, it's not good. Very Steve. I don't know. Very Steve. You know where Steve is? No, I don't know. We haven't seen him today. If you see Steve, let us know where he is. I hedged my longs. Nice. Let's hedge my. You hedged your longs with like what? Okay, I don't even want to ask. Let's start a striptease. Nah, that's not on this channel. That's on my OnlyFans. Look, for my OnlyFans, there is a link in the description, and it's called Blowfin. Okay, you gotta click on that link, sign up, and try it. By the way, it's actually funny, but it's actually a great exchange. You gotta use that exchange if you want a non-KYC, non-custodial, available worldwide. Yes, even in the United States, except New York, because New York is lost. But if you want a great exchange, try that out. I would appreciate if you use my link. But it's a really good exchange. That's why I only trade. There's Martin. Nah, come on. Don't go full retard. We have Steve. That's fine. You know, don't go full retard. Didn't take any trades yesterday. Was waiting to see what would happen. I feel like I have PTSD from the market. Yes, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people do feel they have PTSD. But this is why I'm coming here every single day, guys. Genuinely, this is why I'm coming here. I want to help you. Let me help you. Could you have a look at Pendle? Yes, we can. Sounds dirty. Talk dirty to me. I think that's blow Fefe. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡. Oh my god. Where are you from, Fefe? I'm from the universe, the world. If you're coming back to the channel and you watched all the shows, you probably know. Blowfin sucks ass. Why? Tell me why. Crypto craze. I'm genuinely telling you. Why? Tell me why. I'm in love with Blowfin. Tell me why it sucks and I'll tell the team and it will be done. Tell me why it sucks. 45 minutes till market open and the green candles. TR analysis. We can do that as well. We can do that as well. Blowfin is pretty good. I agree. Let's go. Market analysis time. Yes. Fefe. Yes. Fefe, bro. It's cheaper than Bybit, cheaper than Binance. Always watching your show and learning. I'm so happy. Blowfin is great. I agree. Has nobody been here before? Seek, is this your first time? I'm gonna give you a clap. Please take a look at Pendle. Okay, guys, let's go into the market analysis. Okay, it's time for us to. Sorry, Blowfin way of putting SL on TP sucks. Otherwise, it's pretty cool. Like the percent way of Bybit. You see how much cooler you became. Putting it's the same way as on Bybit, I think. Doesn't show your positions, can't modify in charts. What? Of course you can. Fefe is the bent legend, insane calls, bro. Thank you so much. Blowfin is great. Yes, XRP, please. Okay, so let's go. Guys, we gotta look through some of the stuff that we did here, okay? We gotta look through some of the stuff. So I said that we're gonna short this thing here. Come in higher than expected. I'm shorting this down all the way down here. I'm shorting this. This will nuke. Not now, but this can be a catalyst. It will definitely nuke down all the way to. So at least 4.8 cents that I'm looking at. 4.8 cents. I do believe that it will come down to 4.8 cents. You see all this OnlyFans thing that you guys are talking about are just getting to me. Anyway, so I do think that we are going to see a nuke on this one, at least to this 4.8-ish region, but we got to see a little bit of relief rally. Let me talk about the total market cap. As I said, when you're in doubt, you always go to the total market cap, always, because that tells you everything you need to know. So number one, what you want to look at on the total market cap is the following. Let me just go here. Is the following. So I outmarked this. I don't really want to go into detail, guys, because I've been talking about this for the past days. Basic idea here is that we have a market structure here that we can really play out, and then in the market structure we have a range right now. The range high is this up here at 2.368 trill, and the range low is down here. Let me mark this as well. This is our range. Whatever happens in between stays there, just like in, I don't know what country should I say. So summer camp, I'm gonna say that. Spring camp. Okay, so you have this range. Whatever happens here, nobody really cares. Like, you can start playing this, but nobody really cares. Whatever can happen here, unless we have a break above this level, decent break on a 4 hour at least. Until then, you can't take a long position. You shouldn't take a long position on a long term, on a higher time frame. If we break below, you shouldn't take a short position until on a higher time frame. So what we're looking at, we're taking these scalps here and there. This is why I also took profits. Also, you have to understand that taking any position here is quite risky because, again, we're in a range. We don't have direction. We have direction, and direction is down. This is why it made sense completely to take a position here, especially confirmed with the fundamental stuff coming in from the macro, from the job openings. It made complete sense. But the range is still this. What happened here, in my opinion? Number one, what happened is we came back 50. You know, I always talk about premium and discount zones. Up here, this is the premium zone. Institutions always want to sell in premium and always want to buy in discount. So market always has to retrace 50% to be an efficient move. What is interesting and what I always talk about as well is that you need to see always a 50% retrace. But the 50% retrace a lot of times doesn't happen on the first 1 or 2 legs. So you see here, you have the first dump, you have a retrace, it doesn't come back 50. What happens there? It's a trap. Why? Because it comes down lower and then it happens. So you always have to have, what happens then is you have these big drops, and then at some point these become like quite smaller, you know what I mean? And then as it becomes smaller, then you can see a very strong market structure shift after completing all the 50%. Now, when the market comes back 50%, and bear with me here because this is important. When the market comes back 50%, it goes back to the premium level, okay? Which is above the 50% on any given range, within any given range. When it goes back to the 50% level, to the premium, that's where a leg is completed or sufficient enough, okay? If a leg is sufficient enough, that means that there is no reason for the market to go above this level if we create a new low. So if we create a new low here, which I believe we will create a new low here, after that, this high will become valid. It was formed in the premium. This level does gets invalidated. So we can delete this after we break below. And we are waiting for what? You guys did right. The 50% retrace. Yay! So, rounding everything up, we are on the total market cap, we are in a range. The range is between 2.3068 and 2.126 trillion. We came back and retraced to the 50% on this leg, came back to the premium, and rejected from a very strong order block, a bearish order block. Yesterday I told you we're either going to come up here, which I thought was the most likely scenario, but anywhere above the premium, if we see a market structure shift on a lower time frame, we are rejecting. Not only that, we saw a rejection on the 4-hour, which is very strong. It's like such a strong indication that we are turning market in the market that I can't tell you. So what can happen, very, very likely can happen, is the following. New York opens, we get a little bit of retrace, or end of London, and we fucking nuke. Like that's very, very likely that this happens. Now we have to take it level by level, but for me, the next level that I'm looking for is on the internal range is the following. We need to see a break above here, but even if we do, if we can't close, how do I explain this to you? So, two things: external, internal. Okay, this is our external range. This is our big range. This is what we're looking at. To identify whether we're going to have a breakout on that range, we have to see what's happening in the internal range. And this was a high coming back to premium and then breaking below here. So what we're looking for is some kind of market structure in the internal level. And that means we're looking at something like this. This is what I want to see. Now, when that happens, we're going to have a low formed on the external structure as well. So we're going to do something like this. And we're going to see a low formed on the external level as well. So if I come here, I can just mark this as green and just have it as an external low. So what that basically will mean is that this level will be the actual strong high to be broken for us to confirm that we're going to continue going, or if we're going to see a reversal. Now, this might sound a little bit too confusing as well. So let me try to explain it to you in other words. What we need to see is, number one, we need to see a push and close above this 2.368 trillion. It doesn't matter that we have a high here. It doesn't matter that we broke below here. Nothing really matters. The only thing that matters for us to confirm that we are going to go up is a 2.368 trillion break close. So it's a close. It's not just, I'm going to wickery here. Like, you know, when you, I don't even want to go there with this OnlyFans thing. Like, what do you do with the weenie and stuff? It's not just little bit. It's like you're going in, you know, it's like you gotta have this as a proper break and close. If you have that, first off, I'm going to get into a position because I do think we might have a retrace, but if we break above here, the liquidity built up and the whole sentiment around crypto, this is just going to skyrocket. It's going to be a big green dildo. How did this show become this sexist? Now, I'm just thinking, like, we talk about dildos and how you go in and like these guys going porn star and OnlyFans. And you will hold the camera. Yes. No, baby. You're not going to hold the camera. You're going to be with me. You're going to be with me, my friend. Okay. So, Yeah, we probably have to take this show down after this. Anyway, so you gotta close above there. But if we don't close above, again, very important. Please note, it doesn't matter what happens here. It doesn't matter. It can do all the way this. It can do for months. It does not matter. If we break above below, if, however, we close below here, the same way as I explained above there, you gotta go in deep. If that happens, we are making a new low. And that will make this the proper high that we need to break. So it's not going to be this one. If we break below here and close below here in a 4 hour and see a reversal, which is likely, like I'm going to tell you why. I'm not saying that we're going to go to fucking to down, but I do think that someone is saying, damn, Ed's now breaking up the video. Really? No, I think he meant that there is an ad on the live show if you don't have premium, YouTube Premium. Is that what he meant? We have to sort that. If that's the thing, we have to take that off. Don't take it off now, but we have to sort this. Then we only turn on monetization after the live. Brian, clarify, please. Is that what you mean? Or it was a joke that we didn't get? Anyway, so if we break below here, now I close the comment window. Okay, so if this goes below if we close below in the 4 hour 2.126 level, we will see create a lower low, and we need to see a high forming after that to confirm the direction. Now, number one, why am I bullish and why am I bearish? I'm bearish because if you look at the higher time frame, I talked about this yesterday as well. Please look back at the show. But if you look at the higher time frame, you see that we need to see a retrace to the 50% on the weekly, and that's down here at 1.86 trillion. Like that's a proper level. Like this is people think it's not possible. It's another 20% down here. If you look here, what happened? Look at this. It was a 20% dump in 1 day in April, or 2-3 days. It doesn't matter. So what I'm saying is that it's absolutely possible, especially because when you really think that the worst is over. So I'm saying, in fact, I had 2 ads since the start, and what? Okay, so that's what is happening. Okay, so we have to sort this. Sorry about this, Brian. We're not gonna have that from tomorrow. Okay, so what I'm saying is that if we can easily come down to this level, to this 1.96, I would be interested in getting into position, looking at getting into position at 1.96, starting layering in heavily on leverage. But this is the reason why I am bearish. We have to come down to this 1.86 level, which is the 50% retrace on the weekly and the daily, and that's why we should come down there. Why am I bearish? What is it? Why am I bullish? I'm bullish because if we can make a higher high from anywhere here, if you pull the 50% level, if you pull the 50% level on this recent leg, which is like if you look at it even on the daily, this is a very strong level here. This here, let me just delete the higher time frame. This here is a very, very strong level. This level was responsible. This level here was responsible for breaking above this high, this high, this high. So what? Not this high though. Not this high. Anyway, so it's a very, very strong level, taking all the liquidity, demonstrating power, having a lot of fair value gaps in here and momentum with the bulls. So that's a very strong level that we can, so to say, rely on. Okay. So if we rely on this level, that means that we have to pull the FIB from there as well and monitor whether we can get a 50% retrace in the higher high. And we did get that. Like we did get that high. So we did come back to the 50% here. And we did make a higher high on the lower time frame, not on the higher time frame, but on the lower time frame, we did make a high. So technically, the problem is that we closed below here, so that's not ideal. But technically, we could actually reverse from anywhere here, but the only confirmation we will know if we are reversing from here is to see a higher high. And right now, the higher high is at 2.368 trillion. And this is what I've explained, so you can just go back and look. We have 305 people watching. We didn't have that for a long time. You guys gotta come and watch the show every single day. Subscribe to the channel. I'll bring you literally the best alpha in the industry. But you can just look at the chat and just decide for yourself. We've got a massive subscribers as well. It's very good. I think it's very good that you guys are here. You are gonna be the ones making money, and I promise you I'll guide you throughout the bull and the bear. We got massive plans for the bear, by the way. So that's that. Let's look at Bitcoin. We can look at Bitcoin, but most of the analysis will be what I actually explained here as well. Put up a vote. I want people to vote on how long do you guys think I haven't eaten. I know it's kind of like wild. It's out of the ordinary. But like you know what? I'm actually put up a vote. I want to see how long do you guys think I haven't eaten. Let's make it 12 hours, 24 hours, then go 48 hours, and I don't know. Let's go like 60 hours and then 72 hours. Let's see how many. And we got 200 likes, guys. You are the absolute fucking legends. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 24, 48, 60, 72. Cuz I told you, Cuz is like this bold, this like, he doesn't do math. He's just like, we'll dox Cuz. 24, 48, 60, 72. How long I haven't eaten? Someone's saying 10 minutes. Michael, funny. I love seeing you. Michael, I love seeing you here, bro. Like you've been coming back for a very, very long time. It's very nice seeing you around. 12 hours, 72 hours, 1 millisecond. Are you doing intermittent fasting? I am doing fasting. Yes. 12 hours, 72 hours, 12 hours. But 48 hours. Can we get a cookie now for the 200 likes? Yeah, please give me a cookie. I'd love a cookie. 72 hours. Tell us how to make money, not how much kilograms you have. Copper? I'm just joking. You can stay here, but I do what the fuck I want to do on this show. And if you want to watch it, I'm so happy. But I want to connect with the community. That's what I want to do. Someone saying liquid diet. Yes. A lot of people saying 40, 69, 24. Do you have the vote up? If you get it right, if the majority gets it right, I'm going to give away $200. Let's do it. If the majority gets it right, we're going to give away $200. So vote, but we need to have at least 200 votes. So smash that. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin until then. And then I'm going to do the Q&A, guys. I see you have a lot of questions. We're going to jump into that in a second, but I want to do the same analysis on Bitcoin as well. So the same scenario plays out here, okay? So if you pull it from here, Bitcoin did not have a 50% retrace, which was not concerning for me because the total market cap did have, and that's absolutely fine. So we don't necessarily have to have a retrace on Bitcoin as well. We've seen that previously, so it did happen previously as well that the total market cap retraced. Bitcoin didn't retrace, so that's like not an issue for me. However, if you go down, we gotta see a retrace from here as well. We don't see that. We're looking at $49,000, guys, and that is like, I know people faded me. Everybody look through every YouTube channel and every YouTube show and everywhere yesterday. Everybody was like, oh, now buy, go. I was almost the only one who fucking said that we're gonna go down. And I'm telling you, $49,000 to $50,000 is a possibility. Okay, I do think that we're gonna reverse around 52,000. I don't think we're gonna go sub 50, but based on TA, based on the chart, it is possible. Subscribe to the channel if you like this show. Okay. What do we see but let's talk about a little bit of bullishness as well, because I do think that we have a great chance of actually going up from here. What do we have on the vote? What do we have on the vote? So we do have a possibility of going up as well, which I want to talk to you about because I want to long this. I want to long this on the. We're gonna do some scalps as well. The vote says 24 hours, 37. We have only 124 votes. I'm not even looking at it. There is no way we're gonna do a giveaway until we have 200 votes. So. Let me bring in the low. Let's do a Q&A. I see a lot of people asking questions. What is the short? Is it good short? When is Fefe school? All these questions. Let's go and do some Q&A, guys. Ask all your questions. I'm going to reply to every question you have in the market. If you got ragged, if you didn't get ragged, whatever, it's the time. I'm going to spend about 3 minutes. If you want to take a pee break, I'm going to spend about 5 minutes on this, or you want to skip forward if you're rewatching it. I have to do this. I have to come here and connect with you guys. Hey man, thanks for the yesterday Twitter reply. I'm that 50% retraced guy. Okay, cool. You're welcome. How did you get started in crypto? I started in university. There was a guy, shout out to Bitcoin Jack. He was like, we gotta put it on the Ethereum blockchain, bruv. I'm like, what are you even talking about? We just gotta put it on the Ethereum blockchain. Shut up and do what I say. Like, okay, cool. He's like a cool Danish guy, and he was like, I was studying entrepreneurship and innovation, and he was like, so we need to design like a new earpods. Like, no problem. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it on the Ethereum blockchain. It's gonna connect interoperably with Bitcoin. And then I was like, what is this thing? And I just started investing, and I took a student loan, poured it all into Bitcoin before the 2017 bull run, and that's how I got started. Voodoo. That's what I'm talking about. Meme coin season when? Maybe it's over, but we need time. We need retail to come in, but it's coming. Big short squeeze incoming. I agree. We can see, and I want to ride this wave up because this can turn into be not just a squeeze, but an actual pump. Will I shut down short BTC? Will I shut down? Should you close? Wait for a higher high on the 15-minute. When Telegram with Fefe trades? I am working on it. If there is a good Telegram dev that you know and doesn't ask $5,000 for doing a simple Telegram bot, let me know. What do you think of Rose? We can look at it. No munchies. You know, that's why I don't smoke, because if I smoke, there are munchies coming in. Although it's a very good high if you my cuz says so. He doesn't smoke either, but he says that it's a very good high if you high and you don't eat and all that. Maybe it's over. What is wrong with you? Maybe it's over. It can be over, guys. Like, I'm not even kidding. Only the fundamentals say it's not. Like, what if Trump, like, here, okay, let's be very honest here. Let's be super fucking real here. What if Trump doesn't get elected? What if the Dems just go on the way they go? What if the market is pricing in a Trump victory and presidency, and the stock market starts falling, and Bitcoin is at like 60,000? What if the whole thing on the, and I'm not trying to be political here, but if in the States this doesn't happen, like, even we can say States is just one part of the world. Fuck that, bro. Like, they are a big part of the world. And if they don't have legislation, if they don't have support for crypto, if they have this Gary guy, crazy dude, still running the SEC, there will never be legislation in the States. So someone is saying, Fefe is looking good. Let me see. Is the boy or girl? 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗥. I mean, I'll take it. Thanks. Seriously, what if it's over? Think we need to prep for that. I agree. Fefe, you scaring the shit out of me. No, it's scaring the shit out of me, guys. Then we go to hell. Yes. What's up with men and cuz? Yeah, that's what's happening. Crypto D in the house. Trump will magically print money into crypto. Yes, it will. That's great. Democrats might have a new candidate 4th of July, some say. Deadline for... Yeah, of course they will have. Not a new, but a candidate. What is some Tucker Alpha? We can talk about Tucker later. One good trade for today. I'm going to give you a couple, I think. Do you think we are going to get a big move before retail comes in? Big move, of course. We're going to get a big move down if retail comes in. Tucker news later. Any events tomorrow? I don't think so. When Fefe 24-hour marathon show? Yes! Note this down. Let's do it. Let's do next week. 24-hour meme trading and all that. Let's get Ren on. Let's get Kyle on. Let's get the Crypto Kid on. Let's get 𝗘𝗙𝗧 on. Why fasting, bro? You ain't fat, mate. I am fat, unfortunately. And I'm fasting because it's very good for your body. I used to do... I'm not gonna... I almost tell you how many days I did. Where's the vote now? We got 164 votes. But I'll tell you what. You lost. You all lost, actually. You all lost. So, that's fine. How do you research? I am looking for a researcher, ladies and gentlemen. Big announcement. I'm looking for a researcher. I do have some guys now that this is why I completely forgot. I've got like 4 or 5 people who I'm trying to work together with and see how it goes. But there is a link in the description to apply as my researcher. Please only apply if you live and breathe crypto. Don't apply if you just want to learn. I mean, I appreciate you and we can do this volunteer thing and one is great, but I'm really looking for that guy. Like, I'm looking for the guy to get my shows ready on Banter and help me get prepped on this show and all that. So if you are that guy or girl, please do let me know. Submit an application down below. Let's go live streams together with Sheldon. No, I don't think it's going to happen. What about 4th of July? Do we trade or not? No, I don't think so, because I didn't... What are you laughing at? It's not gonna happen. Fuck, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, that's what's up. Gather all the Moon Boys for 24-hour stream. Yes. Fasting isn't just for losing weight. Exactly. It's good for getting your body just, recovering and stuff like that. Eating cells and stuff like that. Let's do some fun. 10 to 100... We're gonna do it on 24-hour stream. I'm setting my form today and let's see sponsors for it. Okay, damn, why not? Fefe will be the best boss. He might even show you them titties. For sure, bruv. for sure. If you join and you're the best, I'm gonna show you titties. I was in school and tried to trade Cardano. Sorry, was I wasting time? Crown stuff is cool. Yes. 72 hours. No. When will I get the results? If I'll be honest with you, I reply. For now, I only reply to people who I found qualified and interesting enough. Mama wants to invest in crypto, so that might be a sign bull is over. Just eat fruits and vegetables, the kilos will fall off themselves. Yes, plus you got the vitamins. I eat a lot of fruits. It's good for giving your stomach a break and give it time to heal. Yes. Okay, let's go. Guys, let's go. Because we need 200 votes. Okay, I'm going to do when we have 200 votes. I'm going to tell you, and then we're going to move on to the chart. So let's vote down there. Fasting lame, go lift off weights. You are fucking lame, bro. You are lame. Yeah, and bake. Fast if you fast and you smoke weed. Understand? Cousin is on the money. He's saying it's very good if you fast and you bake. No, I'm just. He said actually work out, but yeah. Any chance a small scalp on whiff? We can look at it. I challenge to buy a chair next year. I'm buying. No. I'm buying it now. Am I vegetarian? Yes, I'm vegetarian. Favorite coin to trade? Don't really have. Top 3 odds? Don't really have top 3 odds. I'm trading. I'm bullish on AI. I'm bullish on some. I'm not that bullish on Deepin, to be honest, because I got burned on helium. But I'm bullish on AI. I'm bullish on I'm bullish on Solana in a lot of ways. So Solana is definitely one of my picks. But yeah. Cut the race now, but not while you're high. Don't go weightlifting then. How boring you guys are. Seriously, like don't do don't do fasting because it's boring. Don't smoke weed while you lift. Like what the fuck you guys do? Sit at home and watch TV? What is happening? Did you see how long it took me to find this laugh button, and it became like awkward because I like I made the joke and I was just looking for the button and then I couldn't find it and it's like it came late. Anyway, bullish on grass. Yes, I'm bullish on grass. Okay, let's go, guys. I couldn't get 17 more votes. That's a shame. That's an absolute shame. But let's go. We've got 250 likes. Guys, I'm very. I never said this on the show, but I'm grateful. Really, that we actually hit kind of the target that I wanted to hit with the likes. So I'm very, very happy. Thank you so much for being here and doing this and all that. So let's go. Let's do some. Someone said whiff. I'm gonna jump right into. We had the Q&A. I'm gonna jump right into token request. Let me do the with. No, first of all, I wanted to show you what I'm looking for to long, okay? And then we can look at some coins to long. So what I want to see on the total market cap, very, very important. And it's a risky long, but I do think that it's worth, the risk reward is there and it's worth long. And if you see this, again, not financial advice, but it might be worth taking a long position. If we close above, let me say it's 50, that's the problem here, that we didn't. So that's like, it's not ideal, but it's a risky play, okay? Risky play. But if you see a close, if you see a, let's look at, okay, if you see a close below here, it's not a proper market structure shift because it didn't come back 50 and whatever, but I would do this. I would just say, I will write here potential long. Okay, so when you see a when you break above here, you can take a potential long on any of the coins that show a reversal. So first off, before you take any longs or whatever, we're gonna jump into the coins now. What longs you might take? You have to see a shift in the market structure for the total market cap in the lower time frame. This does not impact still my thesis on us closing above here is essential for us to reverse, which is like another like what 6, 7, 8% from here. So this is just a short term scalp trade. If you've been in whiff, I would consider if you've been in near, I would consider closing a portion of it because I do think that we can have a relief for early now, and I don't want you to get caught up in that. Let me look here. So scalp with no. So the problem is this is what a lot of people don't understand, and even like people who call themselves very good traders don't understand this. I actually gave this call here, guys. This 1.61. I gave this whiff call right here, and I said this is the dagger. Anyways, it's up 30. It's up 44% since it went 44%. So you're very welcome. Anyway, jokes aside, I do. The reason why I would not long here is the. Hold on, let me see. It doesn't come back 50, you see. We don't have the 50% retrace here. So we need to, and it's aligning liquidity. So we do have this internal liquidity, this trend line liquidity. I do think we might get a little bit of relief, but you want to long stuff that already retraced 50% at least and show a strong market structure shift. So that's what we should be looking at. Let me look at Solana, because I heard that Solana was a great play. This did not come back 50. So Solana down here again has like a market structure. What is it? It has like internal liquidity. It's probably not gonna come back down here. If it does, then we go lower. But Solana is also can be a great long if you're looking at taking a long position from any of these levels. Let me get the coins. 𝗤𝗡𝗥 is coming to Nucas. I don't think so. I think you know what? Honestly, you know what I think is that they will announce that 𝗤𝗡𝗥 is coming. They will announce, they will move the tokens, market will nuke, and that's when we buy. That's when we buy, because I do think that we're so beaten up at this stage that they're just gonna play into the fact that, oh, the 𝗤𝗡𝗥 is coming and all this Bitcoin is gonna be dumped. And then when retail is gonna sell, smart money is gonna buy. And now, I mean, you know, I'm talking about BlackRock and all these big guys. What about HIF on ton? I don't know what that is. Lithium. Oh no, hold on. So we do have a market structure break here. A market structure shift here. It's a weak one though. Let me look at the 4 hour. It's a weak market structure shift and it didn't come back 50 all the way up here. So I would not... this is not a bad buy because technically, yeah. First of all, someone is saying, where do I... So there was someone in the chat as well. Where do I pull my 50% and why do I do that? So very important. The way the 50% works is that you need to see a break above before you can pull the 50%. Sorry, it's just the cocaine here. So you need to... This show is done. This show is done. Genuine. Anyway, so it's like you need to wait for a 50% retrace. My cousin is like, it's done. Anyway, so we need to see a 50% retrace. When you see this, oh my god, okay. So someone is saying 206 votes, 211 votes. Okay, so I haven't eaten for 60 hours. It's actually more now. It's 62 hours I haven't eaten. So 62 hours, fantastic. I do recommend you try out fasting. Try it for 24 hours if you can. Don't do cocaine meanwhile or after or before. Never, but anyway. So what I'm looking at is, guys, I have to focus. Stop commenting stuff like this. I have to focus. If we're having too much fun, when are we gonna do this shit? Anyway. So we need to see a 50% retrace after the break. What do I mean by that? If I have this retrace here, and I do have a break above here, where's the, yeah, we do have a break above here, then I can pull my FIB from the bottom of the move that initiated that move, that break above, and then wait for a 50%. But what happens if I get something like this? People will say, I have to pull it from here because this was the level that initiated the move. And you would be right. And this is why I said on the total market cap, you can pull it from a couple of places. And this is why you have to pay attention. These are all POIs or potential point of interest or potential reversal areas, right? So if I pull it from this leg, which is, you're right, on daily and on the weekly, is a very strong support level, very strong demand zone. People pumped, the price pumped from here. This is a strong level. But what caused the real break of this massive level up here? Well, it was this level, right? And we didn't come back 50. So that's the same that goes here. Technically, you could pull it from here and then wait for it and see a potential reversal area or point of interest from this level. I don't think it's visible on my chart, this drawing here. So let me just make it a little bit gray. So you need to wait a potential reversal from these level or point of interest. But you have to keep in mind that you have to take a confirmation, which is always a lower time from higher high. And then you have to see a break above for you to confirm the continuation for this to become a very strong leg. If you don't see a confirmation, that means that this is something called a liquidity inducement trap. And that means that this was just formed for retail traders who, you know, you just use indicators and try to trade. You don't want to be at that stage, because what happens is that when you pull the FIB from the bottom, you did not see a 50% retrace after the break. You have to see a 50% retrace after the break to confirm that. So even though I actually wanted to say that even though it came back 50, let's say, So this is one scenario, and even though let's say that it does this. So just to clarify this once and for all, let's say that this does this. Something like this, and then it breaks above. Well, you would say I can pull the 50%. You can say that it came back 50%, right? It came back 50%. You could say it didn't come back 50% here, great, but now it came back 50% and now it's ready to go. That's right. But what happens is that you have to see that this new high that was formed here, what was formed here, the level that caused that is not this. The level that caused it is down here. This level caused the major break above. Even though we have a 50% retrace here in the internal structure, you see? You have a 50% retrace on this leg. It doesn't matter because why? Because we didn't break above the major level. So you can have a 50% retrace after making a market structure shift on a lower time frame, but when you have a major break on the 4 hour, and let me just delete all this here because it's getting messy. But once you have a major break on the 4 hour, what you want to see is you want to see a 50% retrace after down to the 50% of the 4 hour leg. Okay? Very, very, very important. So why did I say that? Is because if you look here, this is the high, right? This is the high that I'm looking at. And I go, okay, so this comes up here and we have a 50% retrace. Great. The problem is we didn't have a break above. What does that mean? Well, first off, I think this is a liquidity inducement trap. What does that mean? I think it's going to get wigged and then we can get in on a position. This is how the whole thing goes. Why you're not eating? Your read is over. What? Okay, so that's what I think about Illivium. Let me go. Come on, tokens 0. They told me. Shout out to Ben. Ben told me to get in here at 2.8. It's 40% higher. Good on me. Not much. You know, airdrop, whatnot, dump. Them seems to be pumping. Driven by hype. It does have to come back 50 at some point. When it does come back, it's actually beautiful. If we would get a dump now, that would be fantastic. Just so beautiful. If this comes back here, I would get in. I don't think it will come back. It's a hated rally though. I don't think it will come back. If it does come back, I'm gonna look for a position around these regions, around 3.5-ish. FTM, they have Sonic coming. I'm gonna do a show on FTM on Banter. It's pretty cool. Look at this. So I drafted this up here when everybody was going long on FTM. I was saying that we're gonna come down here. We're gonna start seeing a market structure shift. We didn't see that yet, and that means that potentially we have lower to come. Why? Because we did take this high here, but as I explained, there was no 50% retrace before we retrace. This is a liquidity inducement trap. We take liquidity up here. We take, this is beautiful actually. Liquidity inducement trap. Retest where? Today will be up here. I missed it by nothing. This is what I missed. It comes, breaks below where? Breaks below the levels here. Didn't really break below. It broke below this level though. And then it comes, retraces to the bearish OB, and then from there simply rejecting, coming lower, potentially down here, and then either stopping there or showing a reaction. Anywhere, if you see a 15-minute market structure shift on the total, I think you can get into any of these positions that are severely down. But yeah, you got to take it level by level. TIA, let's look at TIA. Yeah, you see? Good. So this is actually great. Look at this. Yeah, this is like, I might take this position. Yeah, fuck, 14% stop loss. Just such a huge stop loss. So I'm looking for a 50% here. It doesn't come back 50, doesn't come back all the way. It has to come back at least to this 8.22-ish region. It has to come back to the 8.22 region. Let me just delete all this here. It has to come back. Now what I need to see is at least a liquidity sweep. You see it's building up liquidity already. Look at this. But this could be actually very fucking cool. This could be a very good trade. So once we get a break below here, I'm gonna look for a break below, and once that comes and we make a high immediately right after, just leaving a lot of liquidity. If first we go and take this liquidity, I'm gonna short from here. Okay, So I'm gonna short from this level if we take liquidity first. If we take liquidity here first and show a higher high, I'm gonna long here. TA is a great long, and it can run. It can run very hard. Like when it starts running, look at this. This is like a 20% run in like what? One day. Yeah, so this can really run, really run. Looked at OP yesterday, Brian. I think I looked at OP yesterday for you. Let me look at it. Yeah, same scenario. So it's coming back 50. It's not that bad, to be honest. The problem is that it didn't come back 50 yet. So look, came back 50. Did it? No. So it's coming back to like at least $2. Question is where from. It has this weird market structure shift up here, which doesn't really. So this is called the rejection block, which is also very strong. Like this is the dagger that I'm talking about. This is the dagger that takes our last bit. Let me look at the 4. If you get a high from weed, no, from the 1.7 trillion from 1.7 dollars region, you can potentially take a long position, but I would wait for the total market cap to see. This is also just coming back to 50, you know. So yeah, I would not touch it yet. There are better trades. For example, TA is better. Fasting first, Fiesta after. That's what's up. CAS, I'm gonna look at CAS and I have to leave. Oh, I really have to leave. We might move the show. We might move the show time because it's just not doesn't really fit. So CAS is coming down. We've been talking about this level for such a long. Oh my God! Holy guacamole! Hold your horses, cuz. Hold your horses. This is getting interesting. You know what we're gonna do now? Here's what we're gonna do. Let's look at the Casper chart. So we come back 50 on the daily, and it's also coming back on the weekly. Massive level in front of us. So it's time for us to look into potentially taking long. How would I do that, you ask? Well, let me tell you. First of all, I want to see a liquidation that just happened here, which is fantastic for us. Liquidity has been taken, which solves all our issues. Now, if liquidity is taken here, what am I looking for? Well, you guessed it right, my friend. I'm looking for a higher high on the 15 minutes at least. Well, did we see that? Well, not really. Why not? Because this is the proper high. So if we're gonna close above this level, which will be a market structure shift or otherwise called MSS, we're gonna see an ignition of a rally to Valhalla. So I hope it was good. I hope you enjoyed this funny bit here. My cousin's dying of laughing here. But we gotta see that if we break above here, actually we'll take a punt at this. I think it will be cool. I'm gonna take a position here. Michael says who? Says who? Look at your profile picture. Says who? Okay. I agree though. I have to agree though. It does look kind of like similar. Yeah, I agree though. Unfortunately. What to do? We were actually joking about this. What? Yeah, I know. We were joking about this. Yeah. Okay. So cool. Please do gala games. It's not a fucking cinema. Like, I'm not gonna do voodoo all the time. Or should I do voodoo? I could do voodoo all the time. Okay. Really nice. You crazy, bro. You crazy. Like and me. Great. Okay. So I do think I'm gonna wait for 177 to break. If it does, that's awesome. If it doesn't, I'm gonna wait for a lower here and then a market structure shift. I am going to long the shit out of Caspa. KRC20s will come through. It's the whole FUD thing. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Guys, I think that was it for today. I have to leave, and it's exactly one. We're gonna finish the show exactly at 1 hour mark. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Please hit the like button just for the algorithm so it can recognize it. And then, that said, thank you so much for being here. Much love. Truly appreciate you. Come back tomorrow as well. If you like this content and if you don't want to lose money, well, I would watch this channel and I would watch the shows. Thank you so much for being here. Leave your comment below. I will put it up on the end screen. Thanks for being here. And I believe I will see you in the next